Hang on.
Hello and welcome to the Orta Know Better podcast. I'm joined tonight by Smarty, Jay, and Matt. How are y'all doing, boys?
Good evening.
Good stuff. On tonight's show, we're talking Predictions League. There's going to be some interesting point scoring going on there tonight. The Burnley result, the poll outcome, and the first leg against West Ham. We'll get going. Hello, welcome to another episode of Orta Know Better. Tonight, let's just get the ball rolling, Gilly, because I really want to see what the crack is with this league table. It's because there was chat in the group earlier on, and I got a bit of it because I was flat out in work, but it sounded interesting.
Well, I must say, I think on this one, it is reasonable to say that you were really quite lucky. So if we look at the predictions that we got in, so Adam went 2-0 lead, Brent went 2-1, I went 2-0, Jay went 2-0, Carl, by virtue of so many of the rest of us going 2-0, also went 2-0. Luke went 3-1, Brenda went 2-0, Jason went 2-1, Si Johnson went 2-0, Smarty went 2-1, Stats went 3-0, and the fans went 2-0. So all in all, Luke ends up with 5 points. One, two, three, four people, including Smarty, get 1 point, and the rest of us get 3.
Yeah.
So the upshot of that is I'm gonna give you a really quick rundown of the league table. Unfortunately, we are in a situation where the Traore lover is still top. It's not right, but you know. So Adam's top on 23. Stats is in second place on 20. Luke, by virtue of his 5 points this week, moves up to third on 18. You've then got Bren and myself on 16. Jason on 15. The fans on 14. Carl is up to 8th, having predicted, 2 games this season? On 11 points. Just the one, is it? Joint with... No, wasn't there a recent one and a scum one?
Oh, was there? Oh, I did the Arsenal game as well, didn't I?
Yeah. So Carl is joint with Si Johnson and Renda on 11 points. You've then got Jay on 8 points, vying for the wooden spoon, but at the moment that's being taken by Smarty on 7 points.
It can keep it.
What's fucking little dwarf? What's dwarf?
Neutral. Don't give me any of your bollocks.
How are the fans doing, did you say, Gilly?
The fans are mid-tabling. So Adam on 23 points, fans on 14, and Smarty on 7. So they're roughly middling.
Slow to middling at the moment for them, so it's all right. Right, okay. Well, look, we'll crack on to a quick chat about the Burnley game. Myself and Adam had a bit of an old talk about it there. I think it was only yesterday, maybe. But Matt, I'll go to you first, man. Overall, what was your opinion after 90 minutes against Burnley? How did you feel it went, and any standout performances?
I was really positive. I thought it was, to be honest, I thought 3-1 flattered them a little bit. I thought they were quite a bit worse than that. I think, the capability that we showed in midfield was really important. I mean, I love watching Forshaw play football, but there were a couple of tackles that he put in, and when he puts a tackle in, he means it. And there's not many players, especially with Calvin out. There's not many players in our squad. And Cooper has got a tackle in him, hasn't he? There's not many players that'll actually put the foot in that sort of fashion. When they're going in, winning the ball, but it's a big, strong, meaty challenge that Leeds fans like. Well, yeah. To be fair, if anything, he's a bit too nice. His trick. It's the nice tackles that get him in bother.
yeah, the clean ones.
Yeah, but yeah, I mean, overall, I thought it was a good performance. In terms of standouts, I thought Firpo played really well. I thought the back line played well. In the first half, especially, I thought Firpo played well, and in the second half, probably Ayling just edged it in terms of the back line. He really showed us how important his getting forward is. Forshaw, from start to finish, had the influence that we expect him to have. You know, he had the ball. He always looked for the ball, and he's not sitting like Calvin does. He's roving round, but he's always there when you need him to be there. He reads the game that well. So thought he played well. I didn't think there were necessarily a bad performance. Bit of a shout out for Roberts because again I thought he had a decent game. I mean the noise just the last bit, the noise when Joffrey came on. When we all saw him stripped and getting ready to come on. I mean, it's just there was a piece I saw earlier, and I didn't get a chance to read it, but the headline was something along the lines of how we know it's Joffrey's time. I don't know for a fact they'll be talking about the crowd noise when he was stripped off and ready to come on. Yeah. And it was, you know, that upswelling of emotion in the stadium. That, you know, when we get nervy, like if you think back to the Palace game where they were shit, and the Watford game where they were shit, but we weren't putting away our chances. You know, we you can feel actually that when we get nervy, it transmits to the players. Oh, yeah. And the other way is true as well. And I think that what you really saw, so Jackie, you could instantly see the impact in getting his goal had on him because of the confidence. I think, and he really is a confidence player, but the other side to it is the entire stadium, and I include the players in that, is lifted when you bring on a sub that's actually going to come on and change a game, and that's what Joffrey does. He gets involved and he influences the game, and it's a lot of weight to put on your shoulders. But I'm gonna stop rabbiting on. Overall, good performance.
Yeah. Just to go on to the Gelhardt thing there again, just with you, Smarty, just to he's an aggressive player who likes to just run at defenders. Like we saw it again on Saturday, and he was awful unlucky not to. I thought when he dribbled into the box when they were playing into the south stand, I thought there was one moment there where he was dribbling and they just kept pulling their feet away. Do you think is that something that Bielsa looks at and says, right, okay, that's what I want you to do. I want you to get in that position. Just hope we can get something out of it, perhaps, because he's doing it a lot. Like if you look at him.
Who were you asking?
That's why I said party right at the start of it all.
That's why I said your name at the start. Like,
I must have missed that. I already didn't comment. I was just like, is he talking to me?
At least you didn't just go no. So that's all right.
No, Carl, no. I don't know. Does he specifically tell players how to play? I don't know. We don't know these things. It's like he's always said he can't teach someone how to shoot. I can't remember who he said that about. I think it was Bamford, wasn't it, actually? You can do everything but teach him how to shoot. But yeah, no, I think Gelhart's an absolute breath of fresh air. The reception he got on Sunday was just fantastic. You know, I've never, not for a long time, I've ever felt, you know, such, you know, a bit of a buzz about a player coming off the bench, like Gilly said. You know, it was just great. And to say such a young lad as well. I remember Alan Smith used to have a bit of a buzz about Alan Smith when he used to come off bench and stuff like that. But like I say, that's a long gone memory. We won't talk too much about him. But no, he's brilliant. He really, really is good. I enjoy watching him. I pine for him to start. You know, is he a starter? Who knows? You know, definitely in years to come. But just the way, like you say, he's so aggressive. He likes to take players on. He likes to run at players. He's just a joy to watch. He's a credit to Wigan as well. They've obviously done a good job with him, and then obviously we've taken on and made him to Premier League standard. It's yet to be seen in it, but from what I've seen from him already and everything that he's done so far has been brilliant.
Yeah, I think he's really kind of now with Roberts looking like he might be out with whatever has happened to him there. I think he's pushing for a start with Bamford not being fully fit. You know.
Is he actually injured, or is it just a case of shit shotitis?
I don't know. He hobbled off, like, so.
Yeah, it's fucking bollocks. He made a twat of himself. He skied a fucking shot.
So yeah, let's go back to the game, Smarty. What what was your overalls in the game there?
I'm not Roberts bashing, by the way. I'm not Roberts bashing because I've always said, I've never pussyfooted around the fact that I think he needs to improve, but there is a good player there, and I often hear people, oh, for fuck's sake, Roberts, and this and the other. Like he'll try a pass, he'll look for a pass, and he'll make a pass. I think he tried a fancy pass to Rafinha, and it didn't quite come off. But if he were, as daft as this sounds, if he were playing for a better team, it might have come off because I think he's trying too hard and to make too good a passes, if that makes sense. He's trying to do things that are way above where he's at the minute, and I think if he could score a few, come off his ass or off his knee or whatever, it could start bagging a few. I think that'll do wonders for his confidence because in front of goal, he's absolutely dog shit. However, the rest of his play is fantastic, and I think he plays really, really well. In centre mid.
He linked up well on Saturday with I know he dropped a little deeper than I'd like maybe, but he was very good at linking the play and kind of breaking.
He likes to receive the ball and not necessarily as good as Gellert because he's absolute shit up, but he likes to run at players and he likes to receive the ball. It's just his end product. He's just a little bit wank. It's just a little bit wank.
What did you think about the team performance overall?
So the rest of the lads, no, I thought it was good. The only gripe I've got really about Sunday was Rafinha. I thought Rafinha were fucking wank. I thought he were terrible. He really, really was not up to scratch. Whether it's because Charlie Taylor had his number that day, I don't know. I thought he played really, really well. Unfortunately for us, against Rafinha, I thought he put him not necessarily in his pocket, but I think he put him in his place. He didn't seem to have anything against him. He didn't do anything, didn't impact the game at all. I thought, I don't want to repeat what Gilly said, but Click, Forshaw and Firpo were absolutely fantastic. I thought they were great. I thought Llorente and Koch together played. I think that's the first time they've played at centre-back together. They were fantastic. I thought they played really well. Never felt, it's Burnley and it lump it Burnley, but they never felt under pressure. I never looked to be under too much pressure either. And Dan James, I think he's doing really well at the minute. He's looking more and more like a decent player the more he's spending time. And playing in the first team, but Firpo as well. Just a special mention to him. He was my man at match. Firpo. I know one of the lads in comments has said the same. I think it was Brendan's Ghost said the same. He was fantastic. He's getting better and better. And the amount of wankers that I've called out saying we should have stuck with Alioski. Oh, bring back Alioski. Fuck Alioski, the little mad man. And they'll call him a Madagascan. The Madagascar.
He's part of the utensil setup.
Macedonian prince. Firpo's a right player, and he's really
just on your comments there. I misclick out. I mean, I mentioned that we'd done well in midfield, and I gave mention to Dallas and Forshaw. But one stat that I only saw this morning was the fact that Click created more chances in this game than any other single player ever has in a single game under Bielsa.
7 or something, wasn't it?
7 clear goal scoring opportunities created in a single game. It's the first time that Leeds have done it under Bielsa with one player.
I feel that Click looks to be. I think it depends on the sort of opposition. I think he plays better against people that sit back a lot like Burnley. It also depends on actually having midfield around him, doesn't it? We talked before about when he plays with Strike behind him and Rodrigo or whoever alongside him. He's the only midfielder we've got. Yeah, absolutely. I didn't mention Dallas because you'd obviously had done, but fucking Dallas, you forget how good he is. He's so consistent with his performances. You forget, he's actually a fantastic player as well. Stewie D, 250 league appearances as well now for us.
And he scored on his
a hell of a stat.
50th appearance, and he's in a list with John Charles, Billy Bremner, and all them now. So that's quite the achievement, really. Jay, this was the first game that we've actually had a back four that we paid for actually start a game. So, I thought, like the lads were saying there, I thought that was Firpo's best game by an absolute country mile there. And then, do you think is that because he played? I know we played with a back three for some portions of the game and he played more as a wing back. Like, but when we were reverted to the back four at times, do you think is that why he played quite well? He was just comfortable in an actual back four as opposed to a square pegs and round holes type job.
I don't think well, go on.
It's my go now. You've been on the last 5 minutes.
I forgot you were there. I didn't know
I'm letting you have your time, mate. Letting you have your time. I'm not sure whether it's down to that or not because, I mean, I'm guessing that'll have been a factor in it. But I did notice a few times it's got to be the man-to-man marking thing. It was over on the right. It was like chasing the ball on the right-hand side. I'm like, what the bloody hell's Firpo doing over here? But to be fair, they were everywhere. And they were rock solid. And the fact it got past 5 minutes and he didn't get booked, that's growth, is that? You know, the guy's learning. And I thought he looked superb. He was a beast. He was an actual beast.
He actually played some really good through balls in the final third to click on Harrison on a few occasions. And like I was looking at that, going, where the fuck has that player been? Like, where's he been?
I really wish that flick had gone in at front post.
Yeah.
I think the time off, and I reckon Bielsa's been into him big time and said, this is unacceptable now. We've got to start beating these teams. We're capable of it.
He's been having them run round fucking Thorpe Arch naked, whipping them.
Picking litter up.
That's it. That's it, exactly,
yeah. Whipping them with an old bit of electrical cable.
Yeah.
Just an Ethernet cable is found in store. Just twatting it.
Now do what you're told.
Do you know what I did think was refreshing though? Sean Dyche, after the game, he actually just held his hands up and said, Leeds were better than us. They wanted it more than we did. And that were nice to hear for a change. He says someone moaning about the ref or moaning about this or that. He just held his hands up and said, they wanted it more.
He did say he didn't want to talk about the bottle throwing event and then talked about the bottle throwing event for the next 10 minutes.
Yeah, well, I can't remember all of it, to be fair. I was a bit pissed by then, but
he did
saying the right things.
To be fair to him, he did say that we were more hungry for it, and he mentioned the crowd being more of a factor in this particular game as well in that interview. So it just shows that when we're loud, teams can't take it, so all good.
And then he said I'm off to down another pint of gravel.
Well, there you go. That's the thing, man.
I quite like Dyche, mate. I think his football and his tactics is fucking dross. Absolutely.
But he's quite straight up, isn't he?
But he's quite he's a nice manager. He don't bullshit. He talks facts.
Get your tongue out my ass, Smarty.
That's it. Get your tongue out my ass. I think I don't mind him. What do you guys think about the throwing stuff? I mean, it's not just, the cop, obviously, it's South Stand as well. What do you think to all that sort of stuff?
I would just say you shouldn't throw stuff at players, but players know what's likely to happen when they do a celebration right in front of the home fans like that. If you don't want that to happen, you don't do it. It's not right, but it probably will if you do it, and they do it anyway.
It's a bookable offence. Why didn't Corner get booked?
It should be.
No, it is a bookable offence.
Only if you go up to the crowd, though, isn't it?
Who knows?
Yeah, but he's inciting violence.
I'm surprised Mike Bean didn't get involved there because he must have been doing his fucking nut, not getting to do any VAR stuff.
Did Dallas get booked? His goal celebration.
Yeah.
No.
I don't know if he did.
I don't remember him getting booked, and I don't know if the ref were just kind of taking a view of Cornet didn't get booked, so I'm not going to book Dallas for going to their crowd or what have you. But I mean, for me, you can't defend it. We shouldn't be throwing stuff at players. You can't defend it. There's no way to defend it. I think the other side to it is he needs to be stopped being such a fucking pussy and get on with it. But yeah, we shouldn't be throwing stuff. Now, throwing a pop bottle that's got a little bit of liquid in the bottom of it, it's very different to throwing coins and whatever else, and metal lighters and the other stuff.
To be fair, a full one would hurt you.
So, but I mean,
I had to use the Leeds Fest once. I had to use one as a missile. This guy had his fucking bird on his shoulders. No, I had this bird on his shoulders. I couldn't see fuck all, so I launched a fucking full bottle of water.
You didn't think moving might have been a better way of handling that situation?
The crowd, they were too much, Don't fucking sit on the shoulders.
Was she just like a regular bird that just stood in front of you and you couldn't
No.
see that?
No, mate. To be fair, I was just jealous that nobody had me on their shoulders. That's all it was.
The guy put her down, and Jay realised he still couldn't see anything.
Yeah, that's it. Basically, I thought, oh, fuck this.
No, I think there's levels to it. You're throwing coins, you're throwing metal lighters, and whatever else. You're really going to do somebody some harm. You got a pussy that plays in the team of giants that supposedly, are going to dominate people. And I don't know. For me, they made a massive, massive meal out of it. They had people on, and he's like, checking his hand all the time, see if he's bleeding. Oh, God.
It hit him there.
It's theatrics in it. It's theatrics for Red.
And he was there. It was like, at least remember where you got fucking hit.
And actually, hit one of his teammates and rebounded onto him.
Yeah, no, that's what I mean. The guy actually hit first. Fuck knows what his name was. He kind of went, fuck that.
Yeah. Nearly reacted at all. And then just ran off celebrating still. And guy rebounded onto a little bit. He's dying up pitch. No, I'm not having any of that. So, you can't condone it. It's not right for us to do. I think there are levels to it, but we shouldn't be doing it at all. But equally, stop making a fucking meal out of it.
Yeah. Just get up and get on with it.
I prefer a Wednesday-esque pitch invasion with a slapped at chops. That's what I like. That's what we need. One of you guys. Yeah, well, yeah.
Because there's been two now, haven't there? Because there were Kirkland and then there were Grealish, and neither of them got a digging.
No, that lad who went on to that Birmingham City fan, he got locked up, didn't he?
Yeah, but what I mean is he didn't make most of it. He didn't get a proper digging. He kind of hit him with the side of his hand.
Yeah, wasn't a problem.
If you're gonna do it,
you want an airmaker, don't you?
Yeah, you're gonna do it. Knock him out.
Who was it that got stretchered off when he didn't even get touched? Was it Dida for Milan that time, was it? When they were playing Celtic.
I remember Rivaldo getting hit back ball and then going down holding his face. I think he got hit back ball in forearm and went down holding his face.
It was on his shin.
Ridiculous. Was that for Brazil?
Yeah.
No, it was Barca, wasn't it?
No, it was Brazil, wasn't it, when he was taking a corner? Yeah.
I know it was Rivaldo. That was funny.
I'll tell you, back to the game, I'll tell you one thing that really did annoy me. The ref played an advantage when we had a foul, and there was no advantage, and he didn't bring it back for the free kick. And then
and then booked him.
The Burnley guy. What benefit was of that? What were the point?
There's no point there at all. We had one pass, and that was it. That's not advantage, like.
Exactly.
But anyway,
look, shocking that.
We've yappered on enough there now about that. So what we'll do is, Schmarty, I'm going to come to you next.
Twitter poll results.
Did you go all Dutch then? Schmarty.
Schmarty.
Are you going all Steve McLaren Dutch then? Schmarty. Right, thank you, Carl, for introducing
all right, Schmarty.
A wonderful poll of ours, mine, ours, whatever it is. Each week we ask the listeners to choose the main subject for the pod via a poll on our Twitter account. So this week's options were the Tyler Roberts conundrum: is Joffrey a starter? Is this Bielsa's last season? And transfers: who's in, who's out? Adios Bielsa, right at the bottom. The Roberts conundrum in third place. Second place, calm down, Joffrey. And in third place is the calm down. Transfer Hokey Cokey is the winner for this week's poll.
I knew it would be.
It would be because everyone loves talking about transfers. No,
that's it. Everyone's like, we can't talk about that again. But if it's
we can't talk about this again,
people want to
fucking on trot. But here we are. I'm gonna kick it off. I'm not gonna go around everyone. We should just do an open chat about this because it's whatever. We all end up going that way anyway. So, Gilly, who do you see coming in? And who do you see going out?
I think there's a strong possibility that Edmondson might go to Port Vale, and an equally strong possibility that we're going to sign a young striker from Spain. I'm really confident on both.
You're a piss-taking bastard.
I think you could be right. I think you could be right
the reason
there,
that I'm the reason I'm saying that is because I was looking for the Rivaldo video so that we could share it. Wasn't actually concentrating on anything you were saying at all. So do you want to come back to me?
Good God.
What?
Who do you see coming in? What's your favourite fucking biscuit, mate?
Bourbons, actually. No, just.
I always knew you were a wrong one.
I like ladyfinger.
I like custard creams
Yeah, I
as
like
well.
bourbons too.
But we know you're a wrong'un.
Not too small to be around
Right.
choking hazards, mate. You're too small to be around choking hazards, James.
How dare you? Why don't you invent something to help me, Neutron?
I genuinely, I haven't seen any proper kind of transfer rumors that we can that I can basically talk about. To be fair, I know that we've signed that young fella from Espanyol.
Fucking hell.
For the
I'm glad we've
underrated
all
for
got the same news.
23s.
Someone's been scouring Phile's tweets this afternoon.
What's he been saying? Like
Any news, Phil?
any news, Phil?
Mini exclusives for us pod.
I don't even really
So,
know now to see until after it, like some of the European
I
guys
mean,
have
the
reported.
young man that's come in,
Don't share as much.
he's coming in to go into under 23s. He's not coming in to go into the first team. He's
Yeah.
18. He's not getting in front of Joffrey, is he? So
What is the replacement, isn't it?
in the under 23s, yeah. So
Looks
it looks
better
handy.
than
I told Jay in November that we were going to sign him. He completely abjectly failed to remember that fact. Yeah,
Nope.
I just showed you again today.
What do you think could win out of him and Jane a fight?
Well, obviously,
the kid.
you know. How dare you?
Well, Ryan Edmondson was
Got more
confirmed before
experience than he
sale.
has.
Yes, we
He
covered
was
that, Carl.
confirmed, yeah. Oh, right, okay. I was letting the dog out, man.
People are going to regret voting for this, I tell you.
Well, like we Phil Hay isn't tweeting about anyone that's rumored to be coming in. You know, it's like, where do you go then? Like, you know, you go to that news now and you get your hopes up about fucking signing, I don't know, Phil Foden on a 6-month loan deal with the option to buy if you read news now. Like, you know what I mean?
That
So,
sounds like a football insider type story, does that?
well, that's where all them bleeding articles
Here is the
come.
city.
Yeah, all
Shit.
that. Did he get that
All that
tattoo
bullshit.
of Bamford on his foot? Did he? He said if
I don't
Bamford.
know. I never saw it. He said he was gonna.
Yeah. So, but anyway, yeah, like the club's watertight. Like, I don't know. You know, there was 4 good options there. You know, it's like I don't know who we're going after. I haven't heard it and I haven't seen anything.
The problem
And-
we've got is it's just rumour central, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like back in League
Yeah.
One days and Championship days, you know, it wasn't as watertight as it was. You know, there were GFH spilling the beans left, right, and centre. You know, talking to everyone about transfers and this and the other. Now it's like you see the amount of rumours and stuff like that. I know, I'm sure your guys are the same, that not to trust anything I read from anyone apart from literally Philly, maybe Graham Smith from YEP and Adam Popey.
Yeah.
I don't trust anything else. I don't believe anything else, whether it's a rumour from a fucking agent or whatever. So at the end of the day, fuck knows. I don't know.
Well, like
Fabrizio Romano guy's pretty good for the European transfers.
yeah, but like
So
the
I
other
think
thing is,
you
as
know,
well,
there's-
like
Go on.
we had the RAF rumor put to bed as well, essentially, with the whole
Hopefully.
talk of talking for a new contract. And I think did Deco come out and say something recently online as well, or where I think I saw it on Twitter somewhere that Deco came out and what do
What we don't do is believe one word lead live reports. Go to shite. I
See,
think
Mark
to be
likes
fair,
what he likes.
they've been a bit off the boil recently. I'll agree with that.
They don't
I think-
tweet some fucking dross them.
that
What
the
a
headlines
silly
are
one.
sensational altogether sometimes, aren't they?
You know.
Yeah, it is. And so I think, you know, there's a lot of... We can go around and say all of the players that we're not signing. Brereton Diaz is going to command upwards of £25 million, so sod all chance we're going to sign him. Nandes would be the same price. Yeah, but they also don't want to sell him, so they're okay to set that price that high. It's not that how much they want.
They have, though. They have also said that if a good offer from a Premier League club comes in, they won't stand in its way. So it just depends what.
But that good offer is it's at a high price, and if somebody's willing to pay it, he'll go. And if not, then they'll keep him.
It's a bit hard to say to a player, "Oh, we won't stop you. We'll let you go," and then be like, "Oh yeah, but we want fucking mega money for you."
I don't think so. I think how you handle that with the player is we don't want you to go, but we understand that if major money comes in, we're in a position. This is the coach saying it, not the business side of it.
Yeah, I know.
We're in a position where football is a business, and there might be an offer too good to turn down, but we'll make sure it's a good move for you, and we'll also make sure that what we're doing is we're able to make changes to the squad that will cover the gaps left behind by who's an important player to us. I don't think that's an issue with the player himself. I think from the perspective of the fans, they don't want him. They don't want him to go. But the other side to it, all right, he's playing well internationally. He's had one good season in the Championship.
That's my view on it. One good season.
Laying that out, it's mega money. And laying that amount out, we're talking about the same amount that we paid for Dan James and Rodrigo.
Yeah.
Now, Dan James had played in the Champions League, and Rodrigo played in the Champions League. Both
Dan James,
international.
just in response to Mark's comment about
Rickett's got an England cap.
Just to add to Mark's comment about the signing a player that were a rumour. Eventually, we got Dan James. He were rumoured for quite some time.
That's a bit different.
Just a little bit. Yeah, that's the only one I can literally think about in recent times. Anyway.
There's other players. There's John Swift, gone very quiet. O'Brien at Town, gone very quiet. I'm hoping that we're looking good.
Way of spelling Nketiah.
I don't think Arsenal let him go out on loan with him becoming a free agent at the end of the season.
No,
probably not.
Would you take Nketiah back?
I think his wages would probably be prohibitive.
He can't be demanding big wages the way he's been performing, though. He hasn't been playing.
He will be demanding big wages because he'll be signing for a free. So wherever he goes, he'll demand big wages.
Scratchings.
He can't demand massive wages, though. He's not established enough to demand massive wages.
Well, that's what I mean.
But if he goes to somewhere in France or Germany or somewhere, he will command big wages and probably for a lower level Champions League.
You didn't say that, Mark.
I also really don't think we're going to be signing Vieira either. I know that's that link came back round again, 3.6 million or something. He hasn't played.
He hasn't even played.
He hasn't played a game. He's been injured.
He's not played since
February. I think he's played 4 games in a season.
Could be
bloody playing for frigging first team. Take him 9 months to get chuffing fit.
He's still
I can't see that happening either.
No.
So that's. I mean, we talked a little bit about players that are obviously rumored to be coming in or whatever. But what about guys or what about players that potentially could be going out?
Well, we've got
the squad is exceptionally thin, isn't it? Do we really want to be risking sending anyone out?
I don't think we'll see anyone.
I don't
think we'll see anyone go.
Going out.
There was talk of McKinstry going somewhere, and I think it was Forest.
About Drama, wasn't there?
And Drama.
Maybe at that level.
Yeah.
What about Drama to Forest?
Drama to Forest. It hasn't gone away. But again, I'd be really surprised because he's been involved in first team.
Yeah, but he wasn't in the last squad. And that's when that rumour came out. It was a bit weird, that.
Yeah.
I'm wondering if something's happened.
If Aylin's come back in.
If it were the first team player that had been dropped from starting 11, starting 15 or whatever, yeah, fair enough. But it's a kid that's coming in and out.
I'm just speculating.
It's not like he's a first team regular.
Well, the fact that Ayling's back, and then we have cover there with Dallas as well.
Savage Mark, Roberts, yes.
He wants Roberts to go out. We're going to have to pay 20 million to get in somebody better.
Yeah.
And then you don't have him as part of the squad if he's gone out.
I understand why people would want to see Roberts go out. I get that. And to be honest, I was thinking about it I walk up Beast in Hill on way home and it's a fucking right trick. I was thinking about it, about Roberts going out on loan and stuff like that. Would it be good for him, for his mental well-being to go to like, I don't know, a championship team or something to get regular game time and try and smash some goals in, come back with a fresh head? Would it benefit him? Probably. Can we afford for him to go? Probably not, because we don't know when Bamford could fucking injure himself again. He could fall over his shoelaces celebrating another goal and be out for another month. Who knows?
Yeah, that's it.
And it's not looking like we're going to be signing a striker in January transfer window. So
look at Roberts.
Sending Roberts out.
Speaking of, Roberts, he's started something like 11 or 12 games for us this year, and like we've just discussed him
this year. It's only 4th of January. That's some right going.
This season.
We're over the hill now.
Well,
it's nearly 2023, man.
But like his game has got better the more he started. And he has been starting in a position that he was bought for up front, So maybe, obviously, his confidence in front of goal is seriously lacking. But the rest of his gameplay there, if you add goals to his gameplay on Saturday, that was a quality all round performance. If he got a goal,
yeah, definitely.
So it says a lot.
Be honest, the shit that he's getting at the moment.
It's uncalled for.
He were in and out of the side, and he were up and down in terms of output. I think in terms of his performance levels, since coming on as a sub at Brighton, and he was the only player that came out of the Brighton game with any kind of sense of I wasn't complete shite. Since then, Forshaw's been on another level for me in terms of his the standard he's played at in every game. Mellier's the same, and then I think you'd find it really difficult to find another player that's had a high output in terms of the all-round performance as consistently as Roberts has in that period. I really do think you'd find it difficult to find that.
I agree.
That's the
I
frustration
think
with him, right? There's ability there.
Yeah.
Sorry, I will say, I'm just reading Michael Brown's comment. Why sign Rodrigo, a striker, yet play him in the number 10 role? It doesn't make sense. It's Bielsa. Bielsa won't ever drop Bamford if he's fit, will he?
Well, no, I think
you could have Ronaldo sat on your bench or Messi sat. Well, maybe not Messi, but someone really high caliber striker. He'd probably still play fucking Bamford. He played Bamford when Nketiah was clearly doing the better job.
So would I.
Yeah, but a lot of people have said, and I think it's probably true.
Fair enough, because he knows his role.
Rodrigo was signed to be the striker. It's just that Bamford's
doing better.
At the start, he did great. And
But
Bielsa
on that,
Nketiah
in that season was a better player than Bamford. Bamford was shit in that season. Yeah, he kept on playing.
Possibly
Bamford.
technically a better player. He didn't fit our system like Bamford does.
That's fair enough, but he was a better player.
How many goals?
I absolutely 100% disagree. I really disagree. I think you put in when we put Nketiah into that team, we look shit.
That's what I'm saying.
As an individual, he may be a better goal scorer.
Yeah.
But the way that he influences the team and the game is so much less than Bamford and was in that season. Now it looked like he was about to get a bit of a run in the team when he twisted his knacker. So, there's a bit of bad luck there. And then after that, he went back to Arsenal because he didn't get the game time before that. But I don't think I'll stick my neck out. Eddie Nketiah is not the player we need.
No.
It doesn't work in our system. If Bielsa's still going to be there, Nketiah won't because he's not the player we need. That's my
we've already seen it. And as good a finisher as he might be, it doesn't fit our system. We need a striker that can do that work up front that Bamford does.
I think we dodged a bullet
around that.
Yeah, I think we dodged a bullet not paying big money for Nketiah. It's no, like, I'm not dissing the lad. He's clearly a quality player, but like Gilly said, our system doesn't suit him. And if we're paying, they were looking for up on 20 million for him.
Yeah.
Like we're not paying that for a player that doesn't fit a system, and Bielsa's not stupid. So I think these people asking for Nketiah or for Leeds to go after Nketiah, it's like, just remember that he didn't pull up trees when he was with us by any means. Like,
no,
that's it.
No.
A lot of people said we don't look like ourselves this season, and I think Bamford not being in the team for the majority of it has to be a big part of that.
Yeah, of course it is.
Yep.
He's our first line of defence and he's his first line of attack.
Yeah.
Everything's built
one
around
of the
him.
most important positions, one of the most important players in our whole team. He does more work off the ball than he does work on the ball. I'm sounding like Heckingbottom now, on the ball, off the ball.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, he's absolutely influential to how we play.
That's it. It's become part of the spine now, like KP, players that we can't afford to be without. Yeah. KP, Raff, Bamford, Melier.
Yeah. Well, like
our friend Mark Edison is in the comments again. How must Roberts have felt with the reception that Joffrey got against Burnley?
I thought that myself at the time.
I'd be honest with you. Yeah, I don't think that was that's not a reaction to Roberts getting taken off. It's just a reaction to the fans loving the fact that Joffrey is coming on.
But they don't love the fact that Robert comes on. I think that's the point, isn't it?
Yeah. Oh, okay, sorry. When he comes on as a sub, as a all right, okay, I get you. Sorry.
It could very easily have felt for him like everyone was like, "Yes, he's going off. He can't fucking score. He's been replaced with someone that can."
He won't clap. It's not an Earl Hunt situation or a Morrison situation where you think, get off the field, you shit out.
No, it's not. It's not.
He was clapped off the field, but
at the same time, you can hear it in the crowd. You can hear the groan when he's stripped off and he's the one coming on, and you can't knock people for that because it's that. Oh,
it brings a bit of general excitement, though. Do you know what I mean? When you see it, I don't know. Dallas or Click wouldn't have generated that much enthusiasm and excitement from the crowd. It's because he's young. No. He's got something about him, and he wants to attack people. And to be honest, every time he's come off the bench, he's done something. He's influenced the game. Tyler Roberts doesn't do that. You think, oh, fucking hell, this is what we need. Joffrey's coming off the bench. He's going to do something. He is going to do something. It's like Rafinha when he gets the ball. 9 times out of 10, he will do something. He's exciting to watch. And Joffrey's exactly the same.
Hang on, did you say that Rafinha was shit 10 minutes ago?
Rafinha was shit against Burnsley. I said 9 times out of 10.
Burnsley?
Rewind. It was Burnsley.
Burnsley?
Burnsley.
You said Burnsley?
You said Burnsley.
Hey, do you remember another young player that we used to get excited about when he came on by the name of Jack Clark?
Did he? Jack Clark was good until he had his fucking 3 cans of Red Bull away at Middlesbrough.
He was. Yeah. It's just amazing how someone can go from like that. Yes, that saviour figure to suddenly fucking hell.
But we also used to get excited about Milner coming on, and he's still playing now.
Yeah, but we've come a long way since then.
So anyway, look, lads, we've realised that when it comes to doing polls and transfers win, and we know nothing, and neither does Phil Hay, then it's generally going to skew off into talking about players that we currently have. So what we'll do is we'll move swiftly on to the first leg of West Ham. Now we say the first leg because we play them the following week again in the league. So Jay, I'm going to go to you first, man. Team-wise, what kind of team do you think we'll play, and do you think will Moyes sacrifice his starting 11 for the league game the following week?
I think that he will play weekend side, definitely, because they're looking to try and win the Europa Conference thing, aren't they? They've stated quite openly that they want to win it. So I think that they are putting their eggs in that basket and the league, trying to get into the Champions League one way or another. I think they're desperate to get in there because that's their only chance of keeping Rice, really, to be honest with you, and a few of their other players probably. So I think they'll play weekend side, which is obviously good for us, but I really, really hope that we do, because we haven't got the squad to be pissing around trying to win cups this season. Not right now. It'd be nice if there's a chance for, say, Bamford or someone to get some minutes near the end, like not a full game or anything like that, like 20 minutes or something, just getting back on it. And other than that, I'd hope to see some of the sort of fringe first-team squad players like Bate, Drammer, Cresswell, that lot. I'd like to see them play. Melly will have to play because Claessen's garbage by all accounts. But aside from that, I don't really want to see too many first-team players. All right, Mouth. Fucking hell, are you there every time?
I said, have you seen him for under 23s? You fucking gobshite.
I don't want any of your shit.
Who's put 20p in you today?
A lot of 20p's flying around today, lads. You know that.
Oh, God. It's going to have to go back to work, Smarty. It's upset me.
Tough God. Gilly, what do you think, man? Do you think, like Jay was saying there, that it might be a case to start Gelhardt in this game?
Yeah, absolutely. I think I do expect that. I think we'll see if there's people that are on the fringes of the side, like Strike might be back and so on. I think we'll see them play. Cresswell's an interesting one. I've not heard anything about his shoulder. His shoulder, didn't he? When actually we're going to get a chance in the first team, because we didn't have any of the fit centre halves, and so for me, I think it's a case of we might even. So I expect that we'll probably see Somerville. I'd quite like to see Greenwood. And do you know what? I don't want us getting tonked because it's going to, you still, even though you're not playing all of the players that you'd play in the league game, you still want some level of consistency. If they beat us by the odd goal in the cup, I'm quite happy with that because it's extra games that we don't need. We have to concentrate on the league. So I'm quite happy if we do play some of the young ones. Equally, I want to see them. Without Strike, without Cooper, we're kind of looking at, and without Cresswell, we're kind of looking at Hjelde. I've never seen him kick a ball.
No, I haven't. Do you think we might get an Archie Gray appearance?
Jesus Christ!
It'd be lovely, wouldn't it? It would be nice, but Bielsa don't do that, does he? I don't. He wouldn't do it just to give him no. He wouldn't do it just to give him a.
Do you think? Going back to your point, Gilly, about we might lose by the odd goal or two. Like, I think if we play the kids and only lose by the odd goal or two, I don't think that's a bad thing because it's not like it's Newport or anywhere like that we've just lost to or something.
With a full strength team.
With a full strength team, essentially. Yeah. So, like, if they do
well,
it's kind of a best case scenario, that, Carl, I think. Kind of a best case scenario because they come out of it feeling like they've given a good account of themselves and they might grow in confidence a bit. And we're out the cup and we can concentrate on the league. It's kind of a win-win, I think, that.
Yeah. What do you think, Smarty?
I'm a bit controversial to these are the fine gentlemen. I think we should play a full team. I think we're down on confidence. I think we're down 4.
Fuck the league.
We haven't got it. It's not like an in-between game. It's a game on Sunday, then we've got another game the weekend afterwards. But I don't think there's any reason why we shouldn't play a full squad. Like I say, we're out on form. We need minutes. We haven't played obviously that much over Christmas and stuff like that. We need, we've got players out there who are raring to go. We used to play in 46 games in Championship and all that sort of stuff. With League and FA Cup games added in the mix. Just play a fucking full team. Go for it. Why not? What we've got to fucking lose? It's not like we're going to be even more riddled with injuries, is it? It ain't going to happen, is it?
But we could be. Anything could happen.
Yeah, it could.
Like
you say, I mean, now that you've said that, now that you've said that, you're fucked.
Why not?
Why not?
This doesn't matter. Injure someone. Fuck that.
Speaking of injuries, and just going back to something that we mentioned earlier in the podcast.
Oh, yeah, there you go. Oh, it's a shin. Oh, my God. Play that again. There you go. Look at that.
Not his shin, though. It is his arm that it is.
Oh, is it? Oh, I must be all right. Bent over a bit.
Jesus
right, sorry.
Christ.
Yeah, he is. Yeah, it's terrible. It's really bad. Sorry, for anybody on the audio podcast, we did just play the Rivaldo clip from the, was it the Tokobo Cup?
Korea and Japan, wasn't it?
What was it?
Korea and Japan.
Yeah.
But anyway, I know what you're saying. We should err on the side of caution with playing first team players and stuff like that. But I would go with a mainly first team squad with a spattering of maybe under 23s, like maybe 1 or 2. Start Gellart, maybe start Greenwood, and then take it from there. But yeah, I'd like to see a first team out there.
Would you chuck Ayling in as captain for him?
Yeah, why not? Fuck it.
So you mentioned Greenwood and Gellart. You won't play Somerville?
Sorry. My bad. I meant Somerville. I do rate Somerville. Start Somerville and Gellart. I do like Greenwood, but he's not done enough for me to say, oh yeah, we need to start him.
But that was my next question.
No doubt he's a good player. He is a good player. But
I want to see
Somerville and Gellart have made the best impression so far from the 23s.
Yeah. Bate needs to play.
I think he's got serious potential, that Louis Bate. Like, he's an absolute dinger of a player. Like, and it like you said, Jay, it'd be great to see him maybe get a start. Put him in there just ahead of Click. Rest
Yeah.
Click, put him in there with
Yeah.
Forshaw perhaps, and just let Forshaw kind of ease him into the first team environment. It'd be a great game
Forshaw
for
will
him
look
to get
after
that
him.
chance.
Forshaw will look after him.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, I think that's a great option. Like, and maybe if Bielsa is feeling a bit adventurous, he might do it.
See,
That's
I
what
like
he
this.
is.
I mean, we always seem to start with the kids and then finish with the pros when it's going a bit wrong or whatever. Why not start with the pros and then finish with the kids?
Yeah.
You could
let
do
them
it.
come-
I can see that
let them-
logic.
Don't, Matthew. Don't. You dirty.
Dirty
You saw the
bastard.
laugh, didn't you?
You fucker.
Dirty bastard.
That'll be getting clipped, won't it? Fuck's sake.
Can't. It's live.
Oh, yeah. Bring the young lads on and let them get a feel for the game rather than just throwing them in straight away.
Yeah, I can see the logic in that as well, to be fair. Like, but you also kind of want to give them the opportunity to just have a real good go at it from the start as well. Like you could. Like 70 minutes or so, you could be bringing on a load of kids and she could be 3-0 down. What good is that going to do their confidence? They're not going to be able to get into the game properly. They're not going to be able to kind of get on the ball and be finding the passes that they probably normally would, because the confidence within the team would be shattered and the runs that might not be there, the energy might not be in it. So there's an argument for starting both with a more experienced team and the kids, but personally myself, I'd love to see a front three of Gilhard, Somerville, and potentially Greenwood just having a go at it just for the crack, and then just have maybe Dallas in behind them or Click in behind them, and just have a couple of experienced heads in behind them, just to guide them along and just see
players
how
with a good voice, like
yeah,
Dallas, stuff like that.
You'll find that a lot of kids will they'll raise their game when they've got that kind of environment around them, rather than like when we played, was it Crawley? We didn't really start with a first 11 there. We did start with a load of kids, and it didn't really go to plan. But I think those same kids are a little further along in their progression now, and I think this would probably be a good opportunity for that.
Yeah.
But that's just my opinion at the end of the day, anyway. But yeah, so look, what are we going to do predictions this week, Gilly? Because it's the cup, and how's that going to work now? Just before I click the magic button.
Yeah, no, we're just banging predictions, and yeah, we do cup.
We do cup predictions, yeah. Okay, cool beans. So where's it?
OVT.
Orta Know Better predictions.
I'm getting the hang of this production crack, lads.
There you go. I mean, that was seamless, that.
Brilliant. Quality of
that.
So I'll pick up from there then. It is one of them. It's a bit of a strange one. We've discussed that we don't know what the teams are going to be, so it's kind of a bit of a free for all in terms of trying to predict it. But that said, Jay, off we go.
I'm contemplating doing something I've never done on the pod here. And going against Leeds.
FA Cup, innit?
Yeah, exactly. So I'm going to go 3-1 West Ham.
And just before we proceed, and you lock that in, Gilly. Are we going to get points for this week now?
Yeah,
you can't say it. Don't you start piping up, Mr. I don't fucking predict.
I'm going to predict because it's the FA Cup and it means nothing. So I'm going to predict today, but I'm just wondering, does it count towards points in the league?
All right, I'm sorry.
That's all I'm asking. All right, sound, yeah. 2-1 Leeds.
To be sure.
Yeah, man.
And Jay, you went 3-1 West Ham.
I did. It doesn't feel right.
No, it's fine.
I can't do it. No, I can't do it.
Too late.
No.
It's locked in.
We're still live. I'm not having it. I don't want it.
I really need to start. I need to start doing this, don't I? I really do need to start.
Yeah, you really do.
Yeah, I think we're going to get hammered by West Ham.
Hammered by it.
And that's why I'm going to go 2-1 Leeds, lads. No. No, I think I'm going to go with a 2-1 to West Ham.
Ooh, can I just point out that if you go West Ham
Yeah.
and Leeds win,
But
you're on 2 points for the season so far.
if you do win, what is it? 3 points.
It's 5 points for the right result, 3 points
Yeah,
for the
that's
right way. With the right
you never
goal
know.
difference, 1 point for the right result.
You never know. I might be on the
So
only
what-
one that gets any points.
2-1, did you say?
2-1 to West Ham.
Jesus Christ.
Wow.
It's bad.
Jay's gone with West Ham as well. He's locked
I know,
Yes.
that's why I said lads
I
and
don't
not
like it.
lad.
Come on, Jay.
I don't like it.
Me and the son of Gimli.
Me and the neutron.
The son of Gimli digging for gold.
And sometimes how I go for a draw when I think it's a draw, but then other times I go for a draw when I think it's a resounding win for the opposition. I've gone for a 2-2 draw, and I'll leave it up to you to work out which one that is.
He's lost his fucking bottle, this lad.
So Mark's just said Leeds to win on penalties, get in. Does the result have to be over 90 minutes, or is it overall?
Yes, 90 minutes.
90 minutes. So if the draw, that's it. So no score.
It's a draw.
Oh,
No, it's a draw.
That's fair.
If the draw, it's a draw. Otherwise, I wouldn't have gone for a draw, would I?
Well, I mean, like for the result for the predictions.
Yeah, I've gone for a draw.
Leeds win on
I
penalties.
wouldn't have been able to get a draw if it wouldn't have been a draw. Would it? But there ain't any replays either in this one, is there?
No.
It is result on the night, isn't it?
Yeah, they're doing it because of the congestion after.
Yeah. So I'd quite like
now
it to be a
Liverpool are
draw.
trying to get games suspended. Have you seen that?
I have. Yeah, they've been talking about
After
it.
all the moaning.
I know. Fixture pile-ups, and I can't believe Leeds are saying that they might not be able to play this game, and then they've requested to postpone the game.
Yeah. Oh, what was that? AFCON? Oh, shit, we've got COVID, lads. COVID. Get your COVID.
Absolute entitled pricks. And it is the day after the players were due to be released for the AFCON.
And I guarantee they're doing that thing I saw, what kids are doing, pouring pop on COVID tests to get a positive result.
Is that what they do?
Squeezing
I thought
lemons on
something
from
about that. I
outside.
didn't actually read it, though. Cal,
What, Gilly? What were you saying there, man? You were justifying your draw, I think. And,
No, I said I'd leave. So sometimes I go for a draw because I think we're going to get tonked, and sometimes I go for a draw because I think it's a draw. So I'll leave this one open to your interpretation.
Fair enough.
We know what that means, boys.
You know what it means, but you know.
That's all you guys. That's all of us. I'll get into the group chat for the others, and we'll get everybody's together. Like I say, it is over the 90 minutes, so you can't have a draw.
So just before it's fastest finger first, we need a fan result. Go for it, lads. Whoever's.
No, we've already got one.
We did have one. I think Bremner's Ghost was straight in there.
Yeah.
He's always quick, man, isn't he?
In fact, no, wait on. Mark did say.
Yeah, but his result's not 90 minutes. Because he's gone for penalties.
He went with the penalty. Well, which means it with a draw, but he's gone 2-1 Leeds.
That's a good technical point, that, Gilly.
All right, Bremner's Ghost. We've got each other here. It's all right.
What's that, Jay?
I said that's a good technical point, that, Gilly, that it would have been a draw.
Yeah.
For his penalties.
But he didn't give us a score.
You slag.
Gilly, you've all them locked in, and you get the rest in the group.
Yes, mate, I'm on it now.
Cool beans. Well, lads, that kind of brings us to the end. Does anyone have anything they may want to say, or just anything?
Nothing anybody wants to say.
One of the things I want to say, Carl, but none of it's Leeds related at the moment.
Okay, fair enough. That's
say what I like, and I like what I bloody well said.
That's right.
Newcastle have agreed to sign Trippier. Do we think that's a worthwhile target? Do we think that they've done the right thing?
I think Trippier's done an absolute blinder there.
His agent is a fucking god.
31-year-old, and he's just made sure he's got twice as much money than he would ever have got anywhere else.
His agent must be laughing his tiny cock off.
His agent's getting a serious bonus, is what that agent is getting. I don't.
12 million.
Like my manager in work is a Newcastle fan, and apparently he's happy about it. Like, you know,
Has he got to games?
Yeah, every now and again, yeah.
Yeah. I know loads of Newcastle fans and not a single one of them. Actually, to be fair, it is like travelling abroad and it going up there.
Yeah.
But
You mean you got to take your passport with you to get back into Yorkshire?
Let me know when I get there, lad.
Altitude sickness getting to the seat.
So the only moves of note today, Nathan Patterson signed for Everton from Rangers for 10 million. And Hassan Kamara from Nice to Watford for 4 million.
I think his next competition should be for a fucking dictionary because half of us bloody people in comments can't spell. But we know what you mean, man.
Way to endear us to the listeners and viewers, Smarty.
Yeah.
It's because they're all on beers, and I'm not surprised, haven't they, listened to us a lot?
No,
public relations expert.
They're all pissed.
Smarty's public relations expert, man. That's all that is.
Social media manager here.
PR expert.
Christ. Mark did have a good point, though. What about the Bielsa hug?
What about the Bielsa hug?
Absolutely loved it.
That were awesome.
Beautiful.
That was up there.
Absolutely beautiful.
That was when he was crouched in the tunnel that time, but the other end of the emotional scale.
Yeah.
I didn't notice it, obviously, at game. I don't know if any of you guys did.
What?
I was too busy smashing my shins for sticking V's up at them fucking inbred web things.
Didn't come for a pint after, though, did you, in Peacock?
I knew you were there.
Yeah, you miserable twat. You're horrible to me, you are.
I'm only joking, mate. To be fair, I didn't even see your message until I was gone, and I was walking back down that hill. Fuck that.
Yeah, because then you'd have to walk back up the fucking thing. Are we back to this crack again?
I'm only kidding. You said you're horrible. It was so obvious, but it's still funny.
I give up, mate.
Don't give up, Jay. You're great crack.
Why don't you tell people you'd offer a pint before the game rather than after the game when there's no signal?
To be fair, I'd forgotten about you. It was Carl that mentioned you, so.
No. I've only ever been for one pint with you, Smarty, man. So,
Marty.
Marty
McFly. Marty McFly.
Marty from Burnsley.
Yeah, that's the one.
You'll always find Carl at bar at Peacock.
Looking for players in the utensil drawer. Anyway.
Do you know where you won't find him?
Do you
know where you won't find him? Down at the tunnel showing his COVID pass.
Yeah, well, we'll talk no more about that, but it was very nice to see you all. And from myself, Jay, Smarty, and Matt, we all wish a happy new year because this is essentially the first main pod after the new year.
It is.
Yeah.
Happy new year, folks. Thanks
everyone
for sticking with us.
Yeah, everyone with your comments tonight. Thanks, lads.
Actually, there was one other thing that I wanted to say about the Burnley game. Is Hennessy can get in the fucking bin. We haven't given him enough shit. He can get in the fucking bin.
Hennessy,
what a prick. Absolute prick.
Not as much of a prick as Ramsey.
Yeah, but Ramsey made a few quid out of it, so it was all right. Like, it's funny.
Hennessy doesn't even know who Hitler is. You can't trust anything he says.
He doesn't even know history, for Christ's sake. So, you know.
His career history after we dismantled him.
I'm not sure. I never read the history books. Anyway, we'll leave it at that.
Yeah, so that was the last thing I wanted to say. And I think it was worth saying, even though I'm kind of late from the Burnley conversation, but he can still get in the bin.
Of course he can.
I'll accept that.
Jockstrap of the week. So, yeah, we'll leave it at that. Honorary mention to Wolves for yeah, absolutely.
Humiliating.
Anyway,
the winner of the dictionary is. We love you, Brendan's ghost. Don't leave it.
It's going to be the ghost of Orta Know Better past.